I will start with a presentation of the Sparkboard. So as you saw, Atolia is collecting a lot of functions. One of them on projects is the ID bin. The ID bin is where people put IDs of projects before constituting a team, before constituting a pitch, or people who just have good ideas but they don't want to follow up them over the whole hackathon. So feel free to put in projects in ID bin any ideas that you want to people to work on, or just any idea you have. We'll put IDs that are already on the Sparkboard, then we'll move them to one to another. And you will be able to follow them, as I say, on the Sparkboard. So what is the Sparkboard? The Sparkboard is basically the ideation box that we created to consolidate teams' ideas, basically the project before it starts. People ask, when is it supposed to start? So we said teamwork should start next week, Thursday the 2nd, latest. So you have till Thursday the 2nd to consolidate your team and your ideas. For this mean, you will be able to join projects. First, you will be able to watch projects. So this Hackathon Sparkboard, on the contrary to Atolia, is an open tool. Open tool means this URL, this website, you can use it to communicate to the outside world, to get people on your job, on your project, to get journalists, or to use it for your Facebook communication about your project. Any project has a single URL, so if you share it in Facebook, you will be able to post it as it is, and you will get all the Facebook tags that are needed. But basically, first of all, you will get people directly to your project. What is a project? A project is an ID, a short summary, a picture, then the problematic, your solution somehow, and your team members, as well as your resources. But first, if you can communicate to the outside without doing anything, very important is to sign in to collaborate. As always, you can sign in with an email or sign in with your Google account, as I'm doing it. And you need first to fill your profile. I say first, but it will be interesting that you fill in your profile. You can also work without photo. You can also work without any of this information, but it's easier for everybody. Means you should just add tags to what are your competences. If you want, you can put a link to your bio website or your LinkedIn profile. You can fill in a short description of who you are, what are your competences, and then you will see the projects that you are logged in or that you want to join. Now you can see the vision of a project when I am logged in. I can just join it. I can join a project. I can type questions, and my questions will be then seen by anybody outside without registration, and the comments will go and go and go. You can join and you can leave a project as well. Of course, you can follow several projects parallel, and you can create a project. What's creating a project? Creating a project is giving your project a name, a short summary, explaining what is the problem that you are solving, adding a picture, which is always good for the communication. Just watch out when you have a picture. Most of the time, the item title, project summary, any of your text will just disappear. It's just a small bug from the platform. Don't get crazy. To explain in some lines, as you have created the project, you are the project of the owner, and you put the competences that you need. The competence that you need, you save it, and you close it. And you're already ready to share it with your community on Facebook, to share it on Atolia, and to ask people to join you. The best way to use this, when you are that far with your project, it means that you are able to start it. It's very important to us to understand what is a hackathon. A hackathon is an open event, open to the outside world, open to competences, and means also it's a sharing event. So you share the whole project with all team members. It's not because you are the owner of the project, mean that you are basically just the creator of the ID, a logo and a name, that you are the owner of all the intellectual properties and the whole project. The whole team members will be owner of the project as well. So when you have created your project on the Sparkboard, the next step would be to create a channel, to talk with the people and to consolidate your team and your ID before launch.